This current body of work deals with plant specimens. These are prints that I made from drawings that I do at the University of Minnesota Herbarium collection. So they have a collection of dried prints. I look at these specimens, make drawings, and then I'll take some of those and make prints from them. These are, for the most part, native species, so species that can be found throughout Minnesota and the Midwest. And it's really fun for me when I go to the herbarium to really look at these things carefully. Because they're pressed, they're often not natural in the way that they look, because when they press these, they're pressing them for study and know about the structure of the plant. It's not so much about how it really lives in the environment. And so I try to sort of blur that line between the static specimen and trying to make it more realistic or natural looking. And to exhibit with Margi, who's really interested in invasive species, and so this sort of, maybe they're talking to each other, these two walls.
When we first brought our work in, Cindy just commented, she's like, I love that you paint on wood. What kind of wood is it? And I said, oh, it's alder wood. And she's like, oh, I have one over here. So I have 12 different plants. Each oil on board and copper leaf is focused on one invasive species. So I would do research on the plant that I was interested in depicting. And I would look at the DNR or other government sites that had just kind of scientific photos, draw those out to really get distinct specimens. So I really wanted to have it be identifiable from my painting, which isn't always how I work, but it was really important for this process. And I would make these long sketches that would be the exact size that I was looking for, reproduce them on these boards that I created, and then from there just really let the painting process take over. I wanted the grain of the wood to kind of become like another art material as well. So you can see on some of these I've painted the knots of the wood, I've added copper leaf to kind of accentuate certain aspects of the wood. I met Cindy through this experience, through the Confluence Gallery. They kind of paired us together. In reflecting on how our work was alike, the one thing I kept finding was that we're both really interested in that research element. We came up with the concept of Groundwork as our title for our exhibition because it just relates to, doing that work, doing that research, and finding just the beauty in the ephemera and the interesting thing, and then just the research itself is what's so inspiring for us to create work. I brought my 9-year-old here today, and when she walked in to the visitor center, she just was like, wow! So it's a great opportunity, rain or shine. There's a lot to do indoors, there's a lot to see outdoors, and then kind of just stop by and check out our exhibit.